At the beginning of the story, we see a group of people heading toward Harmony City, a snowy town. In fact, they are going there because a zombie virus has spread throughout the city, forcing them to flee in order to save their lives. Along with these people, there are also 2 army soldiers present to help keep everyone safe. At that moment, we are introduced to a woman named Emma, who is with her young daughter Lou and her husband Patrick. Lou is crying a lot, and Emma is trying her best to calm her down. But then, the bus in front of them suddenly stops. Seeing this, one of the soldiers on the bus gets down to check what happened. However, even after a long time, he does not return. So, his partner also steps outside to look for him. But suddenly, the same soldier attacks him. He has already turned into a zombie. Soon, his partner also becomes a zombie. After that, both of them try to get inside the bus. However, 2 men named Jack and Patrick push them away and quickly shut the bus doors. The problem is that none of them have any weapons to fight the zombies, leaving everyone trapped and terrified. But then, Jack gathers his courage, steps outside the bus, and picks up the soldier's gun. But just then, a zombie attacks Jack. Somehow, Jack manages to fight back and kill it. However, during the chaos, the bus door is left open, allowing several zombies to rush inside. Seeing this, everyone on the bus starts running outside to save their lives. But there are many zombies outside as well, and they begin attacking the people. As a result, complete chaos breaks out everywhere. In the middle of all this, Emma hides inside a car with her daughter. However, a zombie attacks them too. Just in time, Jack arrives and kills the zombie, saving both of them. But during the struggle, Emma gets bitten by a zombie. Then the scene suddenly shifts 9 years into the future, where the entire area is covered in snow. At that moment, Patrick is shown hunting a horse and bringing it back to his home. And now, Lou has grown up and is 9 years old. She lives with Jack, which is why she believes that Jack is her real father. But in reality, her actual father is Patrick. Here, Patrick lives all alone in his house. Because of his loneliness, he spends his time talking to himself on the radio. On the other hand, Jack and Lou are living a happy life together in their home. One morning, Lou brings biscuits for Patrick's dog and plays with it, while Jack is practicing shooting with his rifle nearby. Watching him, Lou says that she also wants to learn how to use a gun. However, Jack clearly refuses to teach her. Later that night, Jack gives Lou a box containing her mother's old belongings. Seeing those precious memories, Lou becomes very happy. But then, Lou hears a song playing outside. In fact, it is a birthday song that Patrick is playing for her. Patrick has even baked a cake for Lou, but he knows that Jack would never allow him to enter the house. So, instead, he feeds the cake to his dog. That night, Jack talks to Lou and tells her that when she was very little, her mother passed away. Lou then asks him if zombies are real. Jack replies that because of the extreme cold, all the zombies have died, so there are no zombies left anymore. After that, the two continue talking until they eventually fall asleep. However, during the night, Lou has a terrible nightmare, which suddenly wakes her up. At that moment, she sees a zombie outside the house. Terrified, she quickly hides in a corner. The next morning, when Jack wakes up, he realizes that Lou is missing. Seeing this, he becomes extremely worried and starts searching for her all around the house. After some time, Jack finally finds Lou hiding under the bed. Lou then tells him that she saw a zombie during the night. However, Jack explains that it was only a bad dream. But then, Lou asks Jack an important question. If all the zombies are really dead, then why is she not allowed to go outside? Hearing this, Jack is left speechless and cannot answer her. So, Lou walks away, but on her way, she meets Patrick. Patrick starts talking with her, but just then Jack arrives and wants Patrick to stay away from Lou. After hearing this, Patrick quietly leaves. Later, Patrick goes to a shop to collect some supplies, but there, he suddenly notices a fox eating a zombie corpse. Seeing this terrifying sight, he gets frightened and starts running away. However, in his panic, he crashes into a tree and gets knocked unconscious on the spot. After a while, Patrick regains consciousness and sees a zombie standing right above him. Seeing this, he becomes terrified. At the same time, on the other side, Jack is teaching Lou how to shoot a gun. Hearing the sound of the gunshots, the zombie runs away from there. Patrick quickly gets up and rushes to Jack, warning him to be careful because there are still zombies around. But suddenly, the same zombie returns and attacks Patrick once again. The moment Jack sees this, he immediately tells Lou to run back inside the house. However, Jack hesitates and fails to shoot the zombie in time. Because of this, the zombie manages to bite Patrick. Just then, Patrick's dog suddenly appears and pulls the zombie away from him, saving his life. But the zombie ends up killing the dog as well. After that, Patrick fires at the zombie, forcing it to run away. Meanwhile, Lou becomes very angry with Jack because he did not shoot the zombie in time, and because of that, the dog lost its life. On the other side, Patrick carries his dead dog back home, but then, he realizes that the zombie has bitten him too. Seeing this, he becomes heartbroken. Now, feeling that he has no other choice left, Patrick thinks about shooting himself. However, memories of Emma, the woman he truly loved, suddenly come rushing back to him. Because of those memories, he is unable to pull the trigger. Just then, he hears someone speaking on the radio. A man asks him where he is. Hearing this, Patrick quickly responds that he is in Harmony City. He also tells the man that he has been bitten by a zombie. Hearing this, the man on the radio asks Patrick if no one tried to help him. Patrick replies that Jack was there at the time, but he did not help him. Then the scene shifts to the next day, where Jack is shown tightly sealing the doors of his house with wooden planks for protection. But then, he notices something strange. Patrick still has not turned into a zombie. Seeing this surprises Jack because Patrick still seems completely fine. Just then, Lou insists that she wants flowers for her mother. However, Jack refuses and tells her that they cannot go outside. But Lou stubbornly says that if he will not go, then she will go by herself. In the end, Jack gives in and decides to go out to get the flowers. While on his way, Jack finds a fallen gift that Patrick had bought for Lou. As Jack continues walking, he comes across an abandoned house where he manages to find some flowers. Meanwhile, Patrick is talking to the same man on the radio. The man tells Patrick that he should kill Jack because Jack refused to help him. However, Patrick clearly refuses to do such a thing. On the other side, Jack returns home and gives the flowers to Lou. Seeing them, Lou becomes very happy. She places some of the flowers near her mother's photograph and the rest on the grave of her beloved dog. But suddenly, the same zombie appears again and attacks Lou. At that moment, Jack rushes in and starts fighting the zombie. During the brutal struggle, Jack gets badly injured. Somehow, he manages to knock the zombie unconscious. After that, Jack goes toward Lou, but just then the zombie suddenly gets back up and is about to attack them again. At the last second, Patrick arrives and shoots the zombie, saving both of them. However, Jack also collapses unconscious right there. Later that night, when Jack regains consciousness, he realizes that Lou is not at home. Worried, he starts searching everywhere and eventually reaches Patrick's house. There, he sees that Patrick has cut off both of the zombies' hands and tied it up. Patrick then explains to Jack that they were wrong all along. Zombies do not die from the cold. Instead, they have learned how to survive in freezing temperatures. He also reveals that the zombies can no longer see, but their hearing has become extremely sharp. On top of that, Patrick tells Jack that the zombie bite had no effect on him because some people are naturally immune. In other words, zombie bites can no longer infect them. Hearing all of this leaves Jack completely shocked. Just then, Lou walks out from one of the rooms. Seeing her safe, Jack feels relieved and happily takes her back home with him. That night, Lou talks to Patrick over the radio and invites him to dinner the next day. Hearing this, Patrick happily agrees. The following evening, Patrick arrives at Lou's house, and Lou becomes very excited to see him. Jack also gives Patrick the gift he had found on the road earlier. Patrick then hands the gift over to Lou, making her extremely happy. After that, the three of them sit together and have dinner. Once dinner is over, Patrick starts telling stories to Lou, and while listening to them, she peacefully falls asleep in his lap. Later, Jack tells Patrick that if they want to survive against the zombies, they will need to work together. Patrick agrees and says that he is ready to help them. He also reveals that he has a truck, which they can use to escape from the area. However, Jack refuses the idea and says that this place is the safest place for them to stay. Then the scene shifts once again into a flashback, where Patrick is shown drinking heavily after losing his wife because he could not save her from the zombies. At that moment, Jack arrives and angrily punches Patrick. Meanwhile, little Lou is crying all alone, so Jack takes her to his home and starts caring for her. The next morning, Jack and Lou go to meet Patrick, and together the three of them head to a store where they used to collect food supplies. After gathering the supplies, they come back outside, and Lou suddenly notices a woman standing there. When Patrick approaches her, the girl becomes extremely frightened. Patrick calmly reassures her and brings her back to the house. Seeing another girl there besides herself makes Lou very happy. After some time, the girl regains consciousness and explains that she has been hiding alone in the area for the past year. Her parents and brother were with her, but while they were escaping, zombies killed all of them. Hearing her tragic story makes everyone deeply sad. Just then, the girl hears the sound of a zombie nearby. The moment she hears it, she quickly grabs Patrick's gun, runs outside, and shoots the zombie directly in the head. From this, Patrick and Jack realize that the only way to kill a zombie is by destroying its head. However, while dying, the zombie lets out a loud scream, attracting many other zombies from the surrounding area. Seeing this, Jack and Patrick immediately begin locking all the doors and windows of the house while preparing the weapons they have inside. Within moments, the zombies completely surround the house and start trying to break in. Realizing the danger, Jack quickly hides Lou in the basement and locks the door. But somehow, one of the zombies manages to reach Lou. The moment Patrick sees this, he opens the door to save her. However, the zombie suddenly attacks him. On the other side, Jack keeps firing continuously at the zombies. During the chaos, the girl turns the music in the house up to full volume, which starts disturbing the zombies. Taking advantage of this distraction, she also begins killing the zombies one by one. Meanwhile, Lou rushes toward the radio, where she hears an important message. The broadcast says that a place called Spring Falls is safe and protected from the zombies. Hearing this, Lou quickly tells everyone that Spring Falls is a safe place located about 50 miles away from them. As soon as Patrick hears this, he tells Jack that he will lure the zombies away from the house. Once the path is clear, Jack should take Lou and the girl to the truck, but Patrick warns him not to start the truck until he gives the signal. After saying this, Patrick grabs a flare from the house and runs outside. Seeing the bright flare, all the zombies begin chasing after him. Meanwhile, Jack takes advantage of the opportunity and quickly escapes from the house with Lou and the girl, rushing toward the truck. Soon, they manage to drive away from the area. On the other side, Patrick becomes surrounded by countless zombies, and they all attack him at once. He gets badly injured during the struggle. Then suddenly, because of the fuel spilled nearby, a massive explosion takes place. In that explosion, all the zombies, along with Patrick himself, are killed. Meanwhile, Jack drives far away with the two girls. As they continue their journey, they finally witness the rising sun, symbolizing a new hope for survival and a fresh beginning. Seeing this fills them with happiness. And with that emotional moment, the movie comes to an end.